All right. Welcome back to yet another edition of the Fantasy Salary Cup, edition of the NBA. It's all systems go. I've been away for just 1 week. There were some technical issues that kept me off, but everything has been sorted on my end, and we are back. A lot has happened. 2 game weeks have passed. We shall go through everything and also prepare for tonight's games that are going to take place within a couple of hours tip off. So I had a very good game week start to the second game week of the season, and I will be giving you all that. I did everything early so that I make sure that the blunder that I did in the final game week, where I wasn't able to capitalize on that first captain chip, I made sure that at least I do not fall too far behind. So game week 2 kicked off just yesterday, and we had a couple of games. Most of us were able to field the full team because there was a flurry of so many games that happened. Even I fielded a full team. And I even triple captained. I captained I played my captainship. I put it on the Denver Nuggets. Of course, Nikola Jokic is the one that I gave it to. He managed to scoop me 73 points. So you get that times 2. There you go. That's how I managed to bounce back. So this man is Mr. Reliable. He doesn't score high, but in the other brackets where you look at his rebounds, you look at his assists, they are consistently high. And actually, he set a record of the most triple doubles at the start of the season, where he joined the ranks of some of the best players out there historically. Of course, people like Russell Westbrook, and some people that actually you have to go back years to be able to find such a record. I'm just trying to pull up people like Wilt Chamberlain, the only player in the NBA history since 1956, 1957, to record at least 25 points. That's Nikola Jokic. 15 rebounds and 10 assists in a game while shooting 90% or better from the field. Wow. This man is a record setter. Nikola Jokic gets his third triple-double to start the season. Third triple-double, something that Russell Westbrook did in 2020-2021 season 4. Then Oscar Robertson would have to go back where he had 4 straight triple-doubles in the season of 1961 and 1962. So there he is, Nikola Jokic. Now we are hoping he makes 4. He has a game tonight, and we really hope he does. But of course, there are other record setters. People like Ty Jones. I actually had Ty Jones, but he was on my bench. And looking back, I probably should have played him. I switched him with Jonathan Kuminga. And, Jonathan Kuminga was shy by just 2 points, which is not too bad. But Ty Jones is actually setting records as well for the Chicago Bulls, which is very, very impressive. Just want to pull it on. Is there? There is Ty Jones. Managed to scoop 48 points in that game, which is not bad, which is very, very good. He had 14 points, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds in the game. 14 points, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds in the game, which earned him a total of 48 points on the night. And the Bulls are actually 3-0. They have won 3 games straight. So maybe this is the resurgence of the golden era. I don't know if there can be an emergency of the GOAT himself, MJ, hopefully for them. But Dosumu there is doing well also for the team. But of course, Ty had more points because of all the other fields. Porzingis makes a return, and he actually plays not so badly. but he's been gone for 2 games. Now he's back. I am not bringing him back, but he has a good price. This price range, you could try to bring him in if you would really want. Then of course Trey Young right there with 58 points. Wow, that's very good. Someone you can build your team around. Remember the average is 55, although Trey Young has not been consistently high scoring right there. Then another rookie that we need to highlight is of course Edgecomb. Edgecomb. Now this is in game day 1. They had 2 straight games, even in game day 2. I am going to highlight that when we move to game day 2. But the worry is that when Joel Embiid gets back to form, this kid will be reduced in minutes. Because if you're to see the minutes he has played, he has been averaging 40, 30 minutes, which is very, very good. 42 in the first game, 39 in the second game, 39, 39 in all the games that he has been playing. So they just need to give this kid more time. I don't mean more time in time, but more on field, on court time, so that he can display what he's very, very good at. So Edgecomb is the biggest riser in the first high score 100 rankings. Wow. And he's just a rookie. He's averaging 50 fantasy points per game. That's amazing. I don't want to say you can build around him, but okay, fall shy by 5 points. Remember, it's 55. So in this game where he scores 30, 30, 31, you will notice that Joel Embiid actually played way more time than he normally does. He's been coming off the bench, and actually his time has been less. We shall look at that when we go to game day 2. All right. So the records are being set. And as you can see, the games are ongoing. We also have games tonight. But before we get to tonight's games, I also want to look at LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball is actually also playing very, very well. Let's see if I can pull up his squad. These are some of the players that I really wanted to highlight. We're not going to go through all the games because of time. And of course, I'm trying to put both game days in just a single session. So we're going to jump straight to game day. Game day. Maybe another thing to highlight is Wemby. Wembenyama is actually making wonders. Very, very good player. He's been scoring highly, consistently highly, which is something you should look out for. This is someone you can build around. Yeah, Wembenyama. I actually have him on my team. Okay, so moving on to game day 2. Now, game day 2 came along, and we had a couple of games. I wanted to highlight LaMelo Ball in this game. They actually lose the game to the Miami Heat. Then another guy to look out for is this man. His price is actually very good, and he is actually scoring highly. If you're to see, he's averaging around 30 points per game for 7 point something, which is very, very good. So if you're making transfers, you can always consider bringing in Joaquin Jr. in your team for the Heats to join your team. So there you are. Me, I actually did everything early. I did everything in game day 1. I played my captain cheap in game day 1, plus I also made the 2 transfers that I have every game in game day 1, because I had to recover. So that, no, I actually only played the cheap. I still have my transfers available, so I can consider some of those things. I can even consider bringing in a player so that I'm able to have. I'll show you the tip when I'm actually doing it, where you're able to extend how many games you have per game week. All right, the LaMelo Ball is right here. Just wanted to highlight the fact that LaMelo Ball actually managed to score 86. Or this was in game day, the last game of the game week 1. 86, which was actually a record, a very good record. He was actually among the people that I highlighted as the players of the night. So Yeah, he is. So he was again in contention, but a bit lower. But 49 is actually very good, not bad at all for Lamelo Ball. Then this is the 76ers game. Another guy to look out for is Sar. Sir Alexander Sar was crazy in this game. Wow, he was bowling out. It's just that it wasn't enough. And of course, Philly was not willing to lose or drop that game. They made sure that they got their fourth straight win in that game. So, looking at the game, of course, we see Tyree Maxey maintaining his. So actually, Tyree Maxey is actually one of the top players of the week of the day. He managed to scoop 66 points in this game day, and 68. Of course, scoring 39 points. You see, he's averaging around 30 points per game, which is very, very, very good. I mean, this one he actually managed to get a double double in this game with 10 assists. Okay, then this is actually Edgecombe's worst game day ever since the season started. You see, he was averaging 50, 49, 50, 39. So in this game, his usage was a bit less, which is uncharacteristic of the team. And I think it is mainly because of people like Embiid. Embiid is actually, I think, getting back to fitness. And of course, this is going to affect the minutes of the rookie, who is a revelation this season. He's been doing so well. Then, of course, waiting. Quincy Grimes is good. Someone actually had in my team at some point, but he delayed to start, and I kind of feared that maybe he might fail. But there he is. It's a good price. You can bring him in, and he's a very, very reliable source. I had him towards the end of the last season, and he delivered very, very well. So there they are. This was a close one. They just won the game by just 3 points. 4 points actually, yeah, which was amazing. Then we already looked at Charlotte that took on Miami Heat, lost that game. Then this was also another clash of the Titans. Brunson was not giving up. 36 points in this game. He dropped just shy of 1 point of to catch Giannis Antetokounmpo. So he managed to grab 52 points in this game. Oh, that's Brunson. Then Giannis Antetokounmpo, 37 points. Wow, this guy is crazy. Look at that. 60, 68, 84, 68. Wow. So Giannis is actually someone you can consider to bring into your squad consistently high, and actually this is early days, so this is the best time to actually have him in your squad while he's still fresh. And I think they have bought some good chips around him that will actually help him and maybe contend for the title. Then of course we had Sacramento Kings that took on Oklahoma City Thunders. Oklahoma City Thunders, the defending champions, actually winning these games late. So it's crazy, really. Just to give you a few highlights of that game. So they took on the Kings. It was a close game, but they managed to win it in the end. Remember, they kicked off the season with two overtime games. And of course, they won those ones. And you see, the ones that they are winning even up to now are still close. Then Mitchell was very good in this game. The rookie again, VJ. So AJ, sorry, Mitchell was good in this game. He actually delivered some good points in this game. Yeah, so those are some of the highlights as they played against, of course, the usual suspect. This was the second quarter. The MVP, there he is, managed to score and scoop some of the best points. He actually very hard around, I think, 7 assists in this game. Yeah, seven, sorry, rebounds, not assists. Yeah, which was very, very good for OKC. Then just to bring a couple more highlights, this was the Giannis Antetokounmpo game. So they took on the New York Knicks. My PC is freezing. I'm going to leave that for now. We shall maybe come back, hopefully. So I'm going to flip through. Okay. Yeah. So yes, as I was saying, say Gilgis Alexander had 31 points in that. Then I wanted to also show VJ, AJ, Will, not Williams, what is Williams back? Not, what is it, Jalen? Yeah, Mitchell is the one, AJ Mitchell is the one I wanted to show. Managed to score 29 points in this game, which was very good for him. Then, of course, we capped it all up with the Golden State Warriors hosting the LA Clippers. I don't know what's wrong. The LA Clippers are not jailing. They're not. I don't know what's happening. Maybe with the Kawhi Leonard saga. But anyway, they lost that game. Of course, Gerard Butler, Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Butler, of course, they are coming up with 36 points, scoring 21 in the game. Steph Curry 19, scooping himself 43 points in the game. Porzingis. Now I have Kaminga, but Kaminga is the one I'm worried about him. Although he has started very well this game week, but I'm still worried about he managed to score 19 points in this game, just 9 points in the game, which is really low. Which is really low. He started highly and very well. You can see 41, 25, 36, 46. Then it drops 19. All right, so that capped up all the games. So when we look at the points that I managed to score, I want us to start from game day one. So this is game day one. It was a very, very good game day for me. I played my captainship on the very first day, and of course I put it on MVP Nikola Jokic, who delivered. Of course, the myth managed to get me. The myth, I mean, Wendy managed to get me 53 points. Then Jonathan Kaminga in this game actually did well. 46. I think it was fatigue having back-to-back games that because in game day two he didn't deliver. Then Reeves, oh boy, Reeves was crazy. Carried the team, managed to scoop 64 points. VJ Combs, I just hope this is not the last game where he drops and gives us 50 points. So this is what I was saying earlier on, that Ty Jones scored 48 but was on my bench, whereas Kaminga gave me, so it was just a difference of 2 points. So it wasn't a big loss, but nonetheless still a loss. So that was the squad for my game day one, and I managed to get a total of 359 points. Hopefully that gave me a boost from the devastating start of my season. Then game day two came along. Sorry, just want to get back to the points. Game day two came along. I'm still above average, which is good if I can maintain the whole game week while staying above average per game day. That will help the devastating start to the season that I had when I missed out on that initial chip. Put it on Luka. Luka didn't play because of a finger injury that he sustained in the previous game. So Jonathan Kaminga gave me 19 points from last night. I think fatigue kicked in and he's getting a bit tired and needs some rest. Then George, yours truly, I actually believe in this kid. I just hope he's a bit not consistent, but he has potential. He has potential. So I have him right there. Then, of course, AJ Mitchell and PJ Hitchcock. So I only managed to field 4 players for the game day 2, which will be the case in game day 3. I will also manage to only field 4 players. That is, but I'm assuming most of you should be able to field as many players as possible. Yes, just to check on the transactions, game of transactions. I still have 2 transactions to make, so I just have to review the squads and the plays so that I do not shoot myself in the foot. Shall look at that shortly. Okay, so that is it. There are no chips to play. It's just basically the transfers. So let's look at the player of the day, game day 2. The player of the day, of course, was Giannis Antetokounmpo. Sa was close second. Then George third. Mikhail Bridges. Joel Embiid is coming back to his usual self. Then, of course, Tyree Maxey 68, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander 60, Brunson 52, Grimes Quinton 51, and LaMelo Ball 48. So looking at this is the game week. So this game week has 7 game days, which is a bit different from the previous one. The previous one had 6 game days. So being strategic, you see why I'm saying I should be able to field 5 players is because this game week nearly has the most games. So the game weeks that has few games are the ones where you can excuse yourself to have less than 5 players playing. So and actually it's going to be a heavy week because you can see most teams are playing nearly every week. Okay, so let's see if I can make some transfers before we get to the transfers. Let us look at some of the most picked up players. Austin Reeves, of course, he had to lead that because Luka is out. George is actually among the players that are bringing in. Ty Jones, we actually all have these players. I do have them in my squad. AJ Mitchell and VJ Combs. So let's maybe have a look at a bit more. Then, of course, there's Kader. Then Rollins. So maybe if I can, let's see their salaries. Kader is actually good. 5.6, the good guy. Just to see how he's scoring and faring, averaging around 25 points per game. Then another Milwaukee Bucks kid. Wow, this is a revelation. Milwaukee Bucks Rollins, and he's just 6. See how you can get some of the best players. Brian Rollins in the backcourt. Then Drew Holiday is actually good. Then there's this Giuseppe. This player is actually very good. I don't know about consistency, or maybe it was a one-off game where he dropped 56 points. I remember seeing him among the players to consider. Then this 4.5, wow, this is impressive. This is Indiana. I think his selection is a bit low. But these are some of the players you can consider bringing in. Of course, Jackie himself, then Ben Chappell. Yeah, some of the most picked up players that you can consider. Then maybe to look at the injuries, of course, the people that have been let go of. Shea, I'm sure this is a tactical move, maybe to have some extra games to play. So Luka is expected back next week. Next month is next week, so it's not that far off. Yeah, hopefully he will be fit back then. Oh no, look at Anthony. He's again. Actually, it was Shaq that called Anthony, is it street clothes Davis? Because he was always in his street clothes. Instead of playing basketball, he's in street clothes. This man gets injured. He's like an injury magnet. Wow, that's sad though. It's very, very sad. So yeah, that is it. Now let's see if I can strategically make some transactions. And okay, so just see. Oh, I actually did use them up, so I'm done for the game week. I don't want to take any hits. I will be passing on the transfers. Yeah, because you can clearly see the free transactions this game week are done. I'm on 0, and I've used up my budget. I mean, the costs have not yet taken any hits, so I still have 3 million in the bank. I already played my wild card for the first quarter, so I am a bit tied down. So I will not be making any transfers. This is the lineup. I'm going to field 4 players for this game day, and hopefully all will go well. Hopefully all will go well. Maybe just to cap it all up, this was Joel Embiid returning back. That's Tyree Maxey doing his thing, and of course VJ Edgecombe. So yeah, he played so well. Joel Embiid right there with some defense. Actually shredded. It's no longer as heavy as he normally would be. It's alright. Wow, most players this season are actually bowling. They are out to bowl. Yeah, so this is also George's team, Wizards. I have George, of course, in my team, so they actually pushed them to the edge because it was a very close game, but Washington wasn't going to lose. We have started 4-0. We have not lost a single game. And of course, the player of the day was there were two. That is in the front court, that is Giannis Antetokounmpo, and in the back court, that is Tyree Maxey, as you can see right there, with 39 points, and Giannis Antetokounmpo with 37 points. So yeah, so just to wrap it all up, that is Quinton Grimes, that is the rookie, VJ Combs. Wow, this boy is impressive. He's impressive. And another thing maybe to highlight is the average scores. Actually, this season is proving to be one of the highest scoring NBA seasons in history. So I do not know if it will actually beat the leading one. And by leading one, it's been ages. I'll get those stats for you in come next game day highlights and updates, so that you're able to see they are scoring so highly. And I think it's because there is no defense. You know, it back in the days it used to be defense won games, but these days they say offense wins games. It's not the defense that wins games. That's why when you have a 20-point lead, it is nothing. All it takes is what? 4, 5 threes, and it will be cut down to a single digit lead. And then, of course, it is nothing really. A 20-point lead is no lead really in the NBA of this era. It's a high scoring NBA. Yeah, so I am going to sign out. Those are the highlights that we had. Thank you all for being part. Of course, remember to like and share this video. You can, of course, also subscribe if you find the information that I'm sharing helpful. Yeah, so thank you very much. Peace out. Until next time.